Hello magazine lovers. Welcome to my channel. Today's topic is about Barış Baktaş and Yagmar Yüksel. Before we move into the video, please subscribe to my channel. The Turkish entertainment world has been plunged into an emotional maelstrom with a profoundly moving confession from actor Barış Baktaş, who has laid bare his remorse with the soul-shattering words, "I am very sorry for not being worthy of Yagmar." This heartfelt apology, steeped in raw regret and self-reflection, marks a seismic shift in the heart-wrenching saga of Barış and Yagmar Yüksel, a couple whose passionate love story, born on the set of Consisekleri, once held the nation in thrall. Following Yagmar's devastating revelations that her feelings for Barış were not love, that he failed to fully sever ties with his estranged wife Gulum, and that she's fallen in love with someone else. Barış's apology is a humbling reckoning with his own shortcomings, transforming a narrative of desperation and heartbreak into one of introspection and accountability. This latest chapter, unfolding as of May 19, 2025, deepens a drama already laden with love, betrayal, and the ache of unfulfilled promises, leaving fans, the media, and the Turkish public captivated by a tale as poignant as it is tragic. Barış Baktaş, the 28-year-old actor whose brooding intensity and magnetic presence as Baron Karabey in Consisekleri elevated him to heartthrob status, has seen his personal life unravel under a relentless spotlight. His romance with Yagmar Yüksel, ignited by their electrifying chemistry as Baron and Dylan, was a whirlwind that upended his world, shattering his marriage to Gulum with a ferocity that echoed through her public accusation. Let him get into Yagmar Yüksel's bed, and a profound loss she attributed to Yagmar's influence. Defying his traditional family's disapproval, led by his father Abdulaziz, who rejected Yagmar's prior marriage, Barış poured his heart into their love, dreaming of a secret wedding and embracing the joy of their impending parenthood. Yagmar's recent confessions, that Barış remained tethered to Gulum, that she's found true love elsewhere, possibly with her Kizgin Topraklar co-star, and that her feelings for him were never love, left Barış broken. His earlier cries, "Life ended for me when Yagmar gave up on me, and I would divorce my wife for Yagmar to come back to me," revealing a man clinging to a love slipping away. Now, his apology, "I am very sorry for not being worthy of Yagmar," is a raw surrender to his failures, a man staring into the mirror of his mistakes and finding himself wanting. Yagmar Yüksel, the 23-year-old actress whose luminous talent and bold spirit have propelled her to stardom with her role as Aylol in Kizgin Topraklar, emerges as a complex and polarizing figure in this saga. Her earlier statements rewrote their shared history, framing her departure as a quest for authenticity after Barış's inability to fully commit. Her claim that her feelings for Barış were not love, a mistaken for passion or obligation, cast their romance as a fleeting illusion, a revelation likely crystallized by her new romance, with speculation pointing to her Kizgin Topraklar co-star, whose on-set chemistry has sparked whispers of a deeper bond. Barış's apology places Yagmar at a crossroads, confronting the sincerity of a man she's chosen to leave behind. Sources describe her as deeply affected but steadfast, with one insider noting, "Yagmar feels Barış's pain, but she's anchored in her new truth, she's not looking back." Her silence in response to this apology fuels public curiosity, as fans and media speculate whether it might soften her resolve or solidify her commitment to her new life. Her career, thriving with critical acclaim and recent accolades for her commanding performances, faces the risk of being overshadowed by this personal storm, yet her unapologetic honesty could further cement her as a beacon of strength and self-discovery. Barış's apology is a soul-bearing admission that cuts deeper than his earlier pleas, marking a shift from defiance to a humbling acceptance of his flaws. The phrase "not being worthy" carries the weight of his self-perceived failures, his lingering connection to Gulum, whether emotional or unresolved, that betrayed Yagmar's trust, his inability to fully meet the demands of a love that required unwavering commitment, and perhaps his role in allowing their relationship to spiral into public chaos. Sources paint a vivid picture of a man wrestling with profound regret, his once unshakable confidence eroded by the loss of Yagmar and the dawning realization that he may have been the architect of his own heartbreak. Barış is confronting the man he was versus the man Yagmar needed, a confidant shared. He's apologizing not just to her, but to himself for falling short. The child they're expecting adds a piercing layer of complexity, binding them in a shared future even as Yagmar builds a new life. Barış faces the daunting prospect of co-parenting with a woman who's emotionally distant, or worse, watching her new partner step into the role he envisioned. His career, already battered by the scandals that have dogged him since their affair, teeters on a knife's edge, as the industry may view his public vulnerability as a liability, though his raw, unguarded honesty keeps him a compelling figure, drawing both sympathy and scrutiny. Gulum, Barış's estranged wife, looms as a haunting figure whose pain has been a constant undercurrent in this saga. Yagmar's assertion that Barış never fully left Gulum, whether through unresolved ties, lingering guilt, or a failure to finalize their separation, highlighted a betrayal that fueled Yagmar's exit. Barış's apology, while directed at Yagmar, indirectly acknowledges the harm inflicted on Gulum, whose suffering, marked by her anguish over Barış and Yagmar's plans and the devastating loss she endured, blamed on their affair, casts her as a tragic figure whose warnings went unheeded. This apology might offer Gulum a bittersweet validation, framing Barış's regret as an admission that his indecision wounded both women in his life. Gulum's been through a private hell, a source close to her confided. Barış's words might feel like justice, but they can't undo her scars. Whether Gulum chooses to break her silence with a public response, perhaps seizing this moment to reclaim her narrative, or remains a quiet specter, her presence deepens the tragedy, underscoring the ripple effects of Barış's choices and the collateral damage left in their wake. The Turkish public is gripped by this latest development, with social media platforms erupting in a tempest of empathy, division, and raw emotion. Fans of the Kensesekleri duo, once enchanted by the seamless blend of Barış and Yagmar's on-screen and off-screen love, are torn, their dreams of a Yagmar fairy tale fractured. Barış's apology is so raw, it's like he's begging for forgiveness, one supporter wrote, capturing the anguish of those who see a man humbled by love's cost. Others rally behind Yagmar, praising her for moving forward. She's found real love, Barış needs to let her go. The divide is stark, Barış as the repentant lover, bearing his soul in a bid for redemption. Yagmar as the woman who's claimed her truth, unapologetic in her pursuit of happiness, and Gulum as the silent casualty, her pain a reminder of the wreckage left behind. Gossip columns are ablaze, dissecting every nuance of Barış's apology, speculating whether it could pierce Yagmar's resolve, prompt a response from her new partner, or even draw Gulum back into the fray. The drama's intensity, amplified by the unborn child that forever links Barış and Yagmar, keeps the public hooked, with each word a potential harbinger of the next twist. The broader impact of this saga reverberates through those entangled in its web. Yagmar's rumored new partner, possibly her Kizcan Topraklar co-star, faces heightened scrutiny as the man who's captured her heart, his silence fueling curiosity about the depth of their bond and how he'll navigate this public apology from his lover's ex. Their shared project, poised for acclaim, risks being eclipsed by this storm, as Yagmar's personal choices dominate headlines, potentially overshadowing her professional triumphs. Barış and Yagmar's shared past, woven with tender moments, shared dreams of a family, and a bond that weathered relentless trials, stands in painful contrast to this unraveling, making Barış's apology a poignant plea for forgiveness from a woman who's already turned the page. The industry watches with bated breath, as Barış's emotional vulnerability and Yagmar's controversial journey could reshape their careers. Barış's public turmoil may deter producers wary of instability, yet his authenticity draws a loyal fanbase, while Yagmar's bold narrative risks alienating some but could solidify her as an icon of resilience. Barış Baktaş's confession, "I am very sorry for not being worthy of Yagmar," is a soul-bearing lament that lays bare the weight of his regret and the sting of his self-doubt. It marks a profound evolution from his earlier desperation to win Yagmar back, acknowledging that his own failures, his indecision, his divided loyalties, his inability to rise to the love she deserved, fractured their bond. Yagmar, now anchored in a new romance and a clarity that's redefined her past, holds the power to respond with compassion, indifference, or silence, her choice a pivot point in this saga. Gulum, the woman whose pain has been a constant echo, stands as a reminder of the far-reaching consequences of Barış's choices, her own story a parallel tragedy. As the Turkish public watches, breathless for Yagmar's reaction, Gulum's potential response, and Barış's next step on this path of atonement, one thing is clear: this apology has deepened a drama already rich with the complexities of love, the sting of betrayal, and the elusive quest for redemption, leaving it far from its final act. Whether Barış finds forgiveness in Yagmar's heart, seeks solace in mending his past with Gulum, or carries this regret as a lifelong burden, this tale, woven from the threads of passion, failure, and the yearning to be enough, continues to resonate with a nation captivated by its raw humanity. If there are any celebrities you would like to know about and follow current developments, please indicate in the comments. Thank you for listening. I hope to see you in the next videos. Goodbye.